into writing original tunes, tunes that you could play on your own or with a group? I am, and I get a lot of questions about it here on YouTube and on Patreon. So I thought it'd be cool to do a series about composing. And I'm going to compose some pieces in real time, on camera, on microphone. And I'll try to talk about the process as I go. And I hope that this will be inspiring and enlightening for those of you who are into such things. If you are watching this on YouTube, you will see the process, and then at the end I'll play through the finished tune. On Patreon, I'll share that, and I will also include a PDF of the tune, of the original tune that you watch me write, in notation and tablature. So you'll have to be on my Patreon to get that extra little nugget. Some ground rules. I'm going to write 4 tunes over the next 4 weeks. And for each of the tunes, I'm going to give myself a 15-minute time limit from the start of writing until I wrap it up. And wherever I can land in 15 minutes, that will be the tune. And for each of the tunes, I'm going to predetermine 3 factors before I start writing anything. I find that having a few little things worked out before I start helps me get into the writing process more quickly, more immediately. So I'm going to predetermine 3 things. The form of the tune, which means how many measures it is and whether there's just one section or 2 different kinds of sections or maybe even 3. So that's the form. I'm going to determine the key. And that's something I think about before I start writing tunes, just to keep it interesting so I don't let myself write, a whole bunch of tunes in one key. I try to mix it up so that when I'm out playing a show, I've got tunes in different keys to play. And it also is just interesting musically, creatively to work in different keys. So the form, the key, and then the third thing would be some kind of twist or limitation. That might be maybe I play in a non-standard tuning. That could be a twist. Or a limitation might be I'm going to write the whole melody using only, 4 notes, say. Or I'm only going to use minor chords for the whole song and no major chords. Anything like that. I don't know that I'll use those specific twists or limitations, but I like to have something like that. And with those 3 elements, I can start writing. Another thing might be to predetermine the tempo. And that, again, is something that I find useful, not just as an exercise, but it keeps me, when I'm actually putting a set together for a show or for a recording session, I don't then realize oh my gosh, all of my tunes are between 88 and 92 beats per minute. They all have the same pulse. By predetermining the tempo of a tune and writing to different tempos, then I've got a collection of different kinds of tunes in my book, so to speak. I don't literally have a book of my songs, but that's just what we call it in the vernacular, my book of music, my repertoire. Okay. So I'm going to start this week with a blues, and I'm going to predetermine 3 things. So the form is it will be 12 bars. I'm going to write a 12-bar blues. Of course, you could have a blues that's 13 bars or 16 bars or whatever, but I'll stick with 12 for this one. I'll do it in the key of A, because that's a nice guitar key. And then the twist is going to be, I'll do it in drop D tuning. I edited out the tuning part so you didn't have to sit through all that. But here we are. So drop D tuning. What makes this a twist is that if the song is in A, but we're in drop D, now we get kind of this big 4 chord if we want it. So those are the things. I don't have anything planned, but I'm going to set my timer on my iPhone here to 15 minutes and see where I can get to. Okay. All right, here we go. I'll try to think of a little pulse. You can't see my foot tapping, so I'll do it out loud. So something like this. So 2. Okay. So that's my first 4 bars. 2, 3, 4. I don't know if that's exactly what I played the first time, but that feels like something. 3, 4. Okay, now that's 4 bars we're already in, and that would be pretty much all over A. Where does that come from? That's A major pentatonic. That's a nice place to start if we're in A. And I'm thinking of that all over the A, but I could also hear it going back and forth between 1 and 5. Let's see. Which is not what we usually do on a blues. We would kind of just hang out on the 1 chord for those 4 bars. But it's at that tempo, that feels good to have some motion. So one more time. And I had to get it off of 1 string because I need this low E, which is now here. So let's see. So I had to put this F sharp up here. 2, 3, 4. Not bad. Okay. And just to keep things moving, I'm gonna now, when we go to the 4 chord, do a similar kind of thing, but change that C sharp that was the 3rd of the A chord. I'll change it to C natural, so that's now the 7th of D7, and we can play something along the same lines. See. And I move to this bass note. I don't even know what it is. I have to think about it. Well, it's F, because 3rd fret on a low D is that. And why did I do that? So if I don't do that, now the bass line on this section is D, A, D, A, and then when it goes back to the A chord, we're again on A. So that's not very interesting in the bottom. The bass line is its own kind of melody. So I just did something that gets us away from doing root 5, root 5 again. So now I've got this much. 2, 3, 4. Play the first thing again, half of it. Now we need the last 4 bars. Let's see if we can bring back this F, because I like that. Let's see. I liked that 5 minor there just because it's just unexpected and a little darker. So now we've got the bones of this tune. So it goes from A, E, A, E, E. We walk up. That's D7. Some kind of F, and then yeah, I think that 5 minor is kind of cool because it takes it away from being so happy all the time. I'll play it again, and maybe if I play through it a few times, I'll find some other way to see if I can make it better or more special somehow. 2, 3, 4. Still not getting the phrasing of that. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty cool. So, still got some time to burn here. I'm checking the time on my phone. I've still got 6 minutes left. So what I'm going to do now is try to find a real tempo for this. So I'm tapping it into my metronome app on my phone. So that's about 80. I've had a couple of false starts, so I've lost some time on the countdown timer. But I wanted to get a good performance of this, so here we are. 80 beats per minute. 2, 1, 2, 3. This is just the melody. Here's D7. Back to A. I want to change one thing at the end. When we go to the E towards the very end, I want to bring that F sharp back in because that feels like it connects the whole thing. So here's the melody, just the melody, and then I'll play it with the bass notes. 3, 4. Going to D7. bass note. Fancy. That was an accident. Oh, and now that's 15 minutes on the clock. So that was a happy accident that towards the very end, I actually played the 4 chords. So coming from what would be measure 9, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, I have to count it and play. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a quick 5 there. So 1, 4, 1, 5, 5, and we don't know if that 5 is major or minor because we haven't fleshed it out. So just for fun now, like that is the tune. I've written a tune in 15 minutes with 3 kind of starting rules. And now I'm going to just see if I can flesh it out a tiny bit more. See? So now, it felt kind of neat to me to make it this chord, which is a D triad with E in the bass. So let's see. So that's all just D7. And I doubled the F octave and got an open G. So from the D, this would be measure 5. Yeah, I really want to hear that open G. That makes it E minor. There's the whole tune. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll just get the process and me playing through the tune as a performance. On Patreon, I'll chart that out for you, and you can play it yourself. I want to slow it down just a bit. This is, you might call a rehearsal tempo. This is 60 beats per minute. I hope that will give you a better sense of all of the moving parts and how they fit together. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 60. Let me now bring it back up to the real tempo. This is 80.